My name is Liam. I was 19 years old. It was a long, hot summer, the kind that makes the air heavy and the days slow. I was not a boy anymore, but I was not really a man either. I lived in a very small town by the sea. Our town was quiet. Everyone knew everyone. Nothing ever changed there. The waves came and went, the sun rose and fell, and people lived the same lives every day. My life was simple too. Every morning, I woke up early and helped my father in his little shop. We sold old books, books that smelled like time itself. Hardly anyone came to buy them. Some days, we had no customers at all. I loved the books, but I wanted more. I wanted to see new places, meet new people, and feel something different. But in that small town, everything stayed the same. I often felt like I was stuck inside a story that never moved forward. Every afternoon, after helping my father, I walked down to the sea. The sea was big and blue and full of secrets. The wind was soft, and the sound of the waves made me calm. The sea was my only friend. It listened when no one else did. One day in July, something changed. I was walking by the beach like always when I saw someone new. She was sitting on the sand near the big rocks. She had a large canvas in front of her and was painting. She had long brown hair that moved in the wind. She looked calm but serious. Her brush moved quickly across the canvas. I could see bright colors, blue, yellow, red, all dancing together. I stopped walking. I stood far away, watching her. She didn't notice me. She was too busy with her painting. She looked at the sea, then at her work, again and again. Her hand moved like music, smooth and fast. She was not just painting what she saw. She was painting what she felt. The waves, the wind, the light, they were alive on her canvas. I don't know how long I stood there, but I couldn't move. She was beautiful, not in a movie star way, but in a real, strong way. She looked older than me, maybe in her 20s. There was something mature in her face, something I didn't understand yet. My heart started beating fast. I didn't know why. I wanted to talk to her, but my mouth felt dry. I was just a boy from a small town. What could I say? That night at dinner, I didn't talk much. My parents noticed, but they didn't ask. I couldn't stop thinking about her, the woman by the sea with her colors and her calm eyes. The next day, I went back to the sea faster than usual. I finished my work early. My father was surprised, but I didn't care. My heart hoped she would be there. And she was. She was sitting in the same place, painting again. My heart felt light. I didn't speak to her. I just stood far away, watching. I did this every day for a week. She painted the sea, the sky, the rocks. Every painting looked alive, full of feeling. One day, I told myself, Liam, you can't just watch forever. You must talk to her. My hands were shaking. My chest was full of fear and excitement. I walked slowly toward her. She didn't look up. Her brush kept moving. I stood beside her and said softly, "Hello." She stopped painting. She turned her head and looked at me. Her eyes were blue as the sea itself. For a moment, I forgot how to speak. I pointed at her canvas and said, "Your painting is really good. Can I see it closer?" She looked at me for a few seconds without saying anything. I felt my face turning red. Then she smiled, a small, kind smile. "Sure," she said. "You can look." I stepped closer. The painting was of the sea during a storm, wild, dark, and beautiful. I said, "It's wonderful." "Thank you," she said softly. Then she looked straight into my eyes and said something strange. "But be careful," she said. "I'm 24. I blinked, confused. "Okay," I said, not understanding. She smiled a little and said, "And you're 19. I was shocked. "How did you know my age?" She laughed. It was the most peaceful sound I had ever heard. "You look 19. You have the eyes of someone who still believes in everything." I frowned a little. "I'm not a boy," I said. She smiled again. "All right, you're a man then." Her name was Aria. She told me she came from a big city far away. She was only staying in our town for the summer to paint. After that day, we talked every afternoon. I sat beside her while she painted. Sometimes, she let me hold the brushes or mix colors. She told me stories about city life, tall buildings, busy streets, people rushing everywhere. It all sounded like a dream. I told her about my small life, the shop, my father, and how I wanted to see the world. She listened with real interest. No one had ever listened to me like that. Days passed. We grew close. She laughed more, and I smiled more. My father became angry because I started leaving the shop early. He said, "Liam, that woman is too old for you. Stop wasting time." But I didn't stop. I couldn't. Aria and I sat on the beach every day. Sometimes, we talked about everything. Sometimes, we said nothing and just watched the sea. It felt like the whole world disappeared when we were together. I didn't realize it at first, but I was falling in love with her. I loved her smile, her voice, her eyes when she looked at the sunset. I loved the way her hands moved when she painted. But Aria was careful. She never talked about love. Sometimes, when I looked at her too long, she looked away. I could see a wall between us, a wall made of years and fear. One evening, when the sky was orange and pink, I finally said it. "Aria," I whispered, "I think I love you." Her face changed. Her smile faded. She looked at me quietly. Then she said, "No, Liam. You must not say that." "Why not?" I asked. She sighed. "Because you're 19. You're young. I'm 24. I've seen more of the world. You think this is love, but it's just a summer dream." Her words hurt like fire. I said, "But it's real for me. The years don't matter." She looked away toward the sea. "They do matter," she said. "People will talk. Your family will be upset. I will be gone soon anyway. This can't last." Her voice was soft but full of pain. I didn't understand. Why does it have to end? Just because of 5 years? She didn't answer. She just said, You'll understand someday. That night, I couldn't sleep. I felt angry, lost, and heartbroken. I didn't want to lose her. The next few days passed too fast. Aria started packing her things. She was leaving on Friday. I felt sick. Every moment with her felt like sand falling through my fingers. On our last day, we went to the beach. She wasn't painting this time. She was just sitting quietly, looking at the waves. I sat next to her. We didn't speak for a long time. The sea was calm and sad. Finally, I said, "So this is goodbye." She nodded slowly. "Yes, Liam. This is goodbye." Tears filled my eyes. I stood up and said, "You were wrong about me. I'm not a boy. I'm a man. And I love you. You broke my heart." I turned to walk away. I couldn't look at her. My chest hurt too much. Then I heard her voice behind me. "Wait, Liam. Wait." I stopped. I turned around. She was standing now, tears on her face. She ran toward me and touched my cheek with her hand. Her fingers were cold and shaking. She said, "You're right. I'm sorry. You're not a boy. You're the best man I've ever known." I was confused. "Then why did you keep saying it was impossible?" She smiled, a sad, trembling smile. "Because I was afraid. I thought our ages mattered. I thought people would judge me. I told myself lies to stay safe." I stared at her. "Lies?" She nodded. "Yes. Every time I told you not to love me, I was lying. Because I loved you too. From the first day, I saw you watching me from far away. I felt like the world stopped moving." She said, "I didn't want to hurt you. I thought if I pushed you away, you would forget me. But I couldn't forget you either." A tear fell down her cheek. I wiped it away. Then she whispered, "I was scared you'd leave me someday because you're young, and I didn't want to feel that pain." I said, "Aria, I would never leave you." She smiled again, this time softly. "I believe you now." Then she kissed me. It was warm and gentle, full of love and sorrow and hope all at once. That moment felt endless, like the sea, like the sky. My heart was full again. Aria didn't leave on Friday. She stayed. She said she wanted more time, not just to paint the sea but to live her own story. And so she stayed with me. The 5 years didn't matter anymore. The small town didn't matter. Only love did. That summer changed my life. It taught me what love feels like, real love, the kind that hurts and heals at the same time. When I look at the sea now, I remember her, the woman who painted the sky and taught me what it means to feel deeply. Some people say summer love never lasts. Maybe that's true. But ours did. Because sometimes, love doesn't follow rules. It just happens, wild, bright, and forever like the sea.